preparations are underway for my next video, but I have some time to do another review. So let's cover the LEGO Movie 2, the second part. Let me start by saying that I love the first LEGO Movie. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Not just animated films, but films in general. It was smart, it was funny, it was heartfelt, it was beautiful. It practically blew me away every second the movie was playing. So needless to say, a lot was riding on the sequel. Obviously, I was excited, but I was also quite cautious. The movie underwent quite a bit of delays, and it even got a director shift, so I was concerned that the movie's troubled development would result in a kind of lackluster product. Would it be as amazing as the first? As great as the LEGO Batman movie? Or will it be as disappointing as the LEGO Ninjago movie? And I am so happy to say that this movie blew my expectations out of the water. I loved it. Despite the new director, he understood what exactly made the first movie so special, and thus tried not to stray too far away from it. But he still strayed far enough to make sure that the movie wasn't a complete rehash of the original. You know, like what a good sequel should be. Also helped that Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the original directors, returned to write this movie, and it clearly shows. The jokes and gags were just as funny, just as unexpected, and just as snappy as they always been. Obviously, the LEGO Movie isn't all about jokes. The narrative itself still needs to be entertaining, surprising, and profound. And luckily, the LEGO Movie 2 does that by splitting the story into two different perspectives. And if you knew what happened at the end of the first movie, which you should, you start thinking about things throughout the entire runtime. This is where I have to go into spoilers for the first movie, so probably cover your ears if you haven't seen it yet. So in the first movie, we knew that the entire universe is in the imagination of this little kid, and the second movie expands on the cliffhanger ending of the first. The first movie just focused on this one kid's perspective of the world and how he sees his father. In the second movie, it focuses on the point of views of both the brother and the sister. Since the sequel takes place in two different imaginations, the movie sprinkles little bits of plot inconsistencies and character differences that make you wonder whose perspective are you seeing the movie in right now. It's a genius move because it practically gives plot holes an excuse to exist. Is it unintentional? Or is it actually done on purpose to service the expansion of the theme? The movie itself is being fought over by two people, and you're just caught in the middle of the struggle. I've never seen a movie do this before, and it's absolutely spectacular. Now let's talk about the aesthetics. Oh my gosh, this movie's gorgeous. The first movie still looked beautiful, but the settings were, kind of standard. Which, to be fair, was the point. Lord Business separated worlds so everything would seem normal. With that plotline over with, the creative team had full reign to just go nuts with the limitless potential of LEGO. The movie looks at its best when it's in the Sistar system. It's a visual hodgepodge in the best way possible, combining bright colors and imaginative designs. These factors especially come to life with the main villain, Queen Whatever Wanabe. The animation on her is just so charming because she constantly changes forms. Her brick-built body practically oozes with emotion and style and fluidity. And let's not forget our catchy musical number. In fact, let's not forget the musical numbers in general. In addition to the classic Everything is Awesome, the LEGO Movie 2 is ripe with quite a bit of songs. Probably one of its more promoted songs is quite literally called the Catchy Song. And as contagious as the lyrics might be, it doesn't hold a candle to the other songs the movie has. Which reminds me, please stay for the credits. Trust me, the song that you're going to get is absolutely amazing. That's how I'd sum up the LEGO Movie 2, actually. Absolutely amazing. It's so good, actually, I can't tell if this is even better than the original. Really. As I said with Wreck-It Ralph 2, it's hard to beat the charm and the staying power that the original has. But that doesn't mean the sequel didn't improve on everything the original had. That's not saying this movie's perfect by any means. For example, a lot of the secondary cast were just put off to the side and barely have anything to do. And I don't think the overall message was as unique and special as, say, the first movie's message. But the overall execution was so surprising and so good, you don't even care. So yeah, the LEGO Movie 2 was a worthy successor and worth your money to watch. Please go see this movie, it is amazing. And I'm watching you, Academy. This better be nominated for the Oscars next year. I'm watching you. I haven't forgotten what you've done.